Do you ever have those moments when you wake up and you think to yourself, I have no earthly clue how this day is going to unfold, nor do I have any idea where I will end up by the end of said day? That is what I'm thinking right now. Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. All I know right now is that I'm on the way to the airport, returning the rental car, boarding an airplane, going to the next spot. A friend's gonna pick me up from there, and then I'm just gonna tag along with him for a couple days. That's hot! It's my second channel, daily vlog channel. It's the comfort of a donut after scalding hot burning of the tongue of the coffee. The Daily Woo! You always want to make sure you fill up a rental car before returning it. Ba-bam! Full tank. I think this train next to me, he wants to race. This is it. National and Alamo. These spiky things always scare me. I'm always afraid if I back up. Well, if I do back up, tire officially will be punctured. I was hoping they would give me a discount because I had an Alamo tattoo. Definitely gonna miss this Chicago weather, but I'll be back. A lot of departures out of Chicago today. They have these unusual things in the bathrooms. You press a button when you're on the commode, and a plastic circular gizmo festoons the seat and spins around. I don't know if that's more hygienic or non-clean, but they exist. I really like these Starbucks You Are Here mugs. Illinois has Abe Lincoln's hat and a corn stalk. I'm not really at a point in my life to collect anything, however. It's kind of hard when you're traveling all the time. Well, I take that back. I do have a few Star Wars toys and some books. And I just noticed the hole in that bag is getting larger. In the wonderful city of Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, I think my Uber has arrived. Are you my Uber?
Yes, I work for Uber now.
Wait a second! Jacob the carpetbagger?
Adam the Woo?
Dun-dun-dun. Welcome to Georgia. You can just see the skyline of downtown Hotlanta.
It's fairly warm.
Is that why it really is called that? I thought it was kind of like a Vegas thing. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What happens in Hotlanta, or what happens in Atlanta, becomes very hot. Old Hotlanta! I'm still gonna call it that. We are not staying in Atlanta, however. We're heading straight west. We're now going to indulge ourselves in some crystals. There is the age-old question, which is better, White Castle or crystals?
Ooh, it's a tough one.
It is a tough one. No matter what your opinion is, however, they both will result
and using the facilities.
I think Crystals, they don't have holes in their meat like White Castle does, right? You're just too busy eating. You're not even paying attention to the holes.
No holes.
You're like chowing down on that thing like some kind of rabid dog.
What's this? Could it be?
Sweet home Alabama. That's where we are right there. It says you are here. It's not too often people use the old school road maps. Which way you want to go?
I don't know, man.
Any ideas?
Just that way, probably.
Just wherever the wind blows?
Now this is not a political statement, but which one do you choose?
I'm not even going there, man.
We're in Anniston, Alabama now, and right past where this barbed wire fence is used to sit a huge factory called the Monsanto Corporation. And starting in the 1940s through the 1970s, for 3 decades, they were dumping industrial chemicals in the local rivers and ponds. As you can see, there is nothing left of the former facility because in 2003, they were finally proven guilty of this fact and had to pay the city $700 million. There's one story of a fish that was placed in the most infected part of the water, and it could barely survive more than 10 seconds without its skin bubbling up. Something out of a horror film. So right there where the green is, former Monsanto company, and that green surrounding the property is that barbed wire fence.
Apparently they found like a deformed trout back in the 50s. I don't know how it was deformed. It makes me think of the Simpsons episode where Bart caught the three-eyed fish, Blinky, out of the lake near the power plant.
Imagine living in a town your entire life and then realizing the biggest employer in your community is poisoning you. And even though the plant is gone, the name of the road still remains. There's an old sign here that says Starlight Drive-In, and according to the marquee it says closed till spring. And I'm gonna say, judging by the foliage overgrowth and that old ticket booth up there, they are not going to be opened this spring. It opens at 6:30. The show starts at 7. There's even a huge roll of tickets in here. You want a ticket, sir? There is an entire subculture of people on the internet who are infatuated with old drive-ins. And let me assure you, they would be super excited to know that the screen on this property still exists. It's like the holy grail when you can find the screen. Years of neglect or maybe even a storm has caused it falling over. And I believe up on the hill is where you would get your popcorn and your soda. A lot of first dates were probably had out here. I'm always fascinated by Americana, and nothing says that more than an old drive-in. Pretty awesome. Even if this place did want to open by spring, no one could even drive up in here. There's a tree blocking the driveway. And we had to pull over and show these muffler men. They're always pretty cool to see. No matter what is created out of a muffler is always entertaining. Oh, and look, this one here on the right, he has like a welding mask on, and his name is CJ. Hi, CJ. We're in Birmingham, Alabama now, and directly above my head is a 1/5 scale model of the Statue of Liberty. This definitely deems drone worthy, wouldn't you say? Isn't this worth taking the drone up in the air?
Oh yeah.
And flying it and getting a sky high bird's eye view.
Let's get that drone up at her grill.
I just lost the drone. It's down there on the bottom of that hill. I can see it and I can get to it. We have a drone down. From what I can tell, the propeller broke off and it plummeted from the sky. There it is. Yeah, the battery fell out. The battery fell out, battery's still juiced up. Here's the drone. Yeah, it's missing a propeller. What happened to the propeller? Curse you, gravity!
I'm watching Jacob's footage off of his camera.
Oh no! We have a crash! No, 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 no!
Holy cow, man. That was intense.
It's okay.
We had some onlookers that saw it falling too over here to the right. A guy with his kids.
It's in the grass down there. How do we get over there? You see it?
The mystery of the lost propeller at the Statue of Liberty. Replica. Because the file on the drone is corrupt now, I had to play it on my phone and I had Jacob record it on his.
So everything's going fine. I'm taking the drone, circling the statue. Then I get way up here, try to get like a bird's eye, and then all of a sudden, there it goes, out of control. And it falls for like a good 20 seconds. Look at this. Just spinning rapidly. And then, bam, hits the ground.